Greetings, blessings, grand rising, and welcome to JsGrassFedGarden. It's March 24th, I believe, and it's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's about a week, a little bit more, like 9 days after the blizzard, the 4-foot blizzard, around 4 feet, and the rain is coming. It was just raining on my way over here. I think it's moving this way. But I wanted to go over real quick what has been direct sowed in the month of March so far. So let's get into it. So in this tunnel we have it's gonna start to rain. It is raining, but I got a case, we're good. So in this tunnel we have short day onions that I planted in January, along with the overwintered mustard greens and overwintered lettuce. Now there is 2 new rows of lettuce direct sown in there about 10 to 14 days ago. Last time I checked, they didn't germinate. Things take a lot longer to germinate in these cooler soils and lower daylight levels, but we're definitely getting warmer and getting more daylight. So after we get this rain today and tomorrow, I'm gonna get inside and see if those new lettuce rows and long day onions have germinated. So in between the two, this is going to be a lot to explain, but in the 2 lettuce rows down the middle is long day onions planted really close together, and those will grow up in there about until May, until they're like little onion starts, and then they can be planted out among the garden. Similar combination going on in here. We have the short day onions that were planted in January, and then now I just planted purple top, not just today, but purple top white globe turnips all in there, and then down the row of purple top, down the 2 rows of purple top white globe turnips, got some geese. Spring is happening. I'm sure you can hear the birds too. There's the long day onions going down the middle too. Those will grow up to be little onion starts, and then they'll get transplanted around the entire garden. There's also overwintered spinach in there as well. This 3rd tunnel, it's 1, 2, 3, but I just described it in 1, 2, 3. Anyways, so this is technically the 1st tunnel, and in here we have 50 to 100 could be heads of garlic, or I might harvest them early as green garlic. Could get like $1 a piece for those, and they're really good fresh, just raw. Also, this got planted to 2 different kinds of parsnips, and those take 120 days, so they're going to remain in this bed. The garlic will come out, and then the parsnips will take over. In this 4th bed right here, there is all hardneck garlic coming up down the middle of the row, and then there is elderberry cuttings also down the same row of where the garlic is planted. And then around the garlic and the elderberries is like 3 rows of 3 different kinds of carrots, and those won't germinate for a while because carrots like warmer soils to germinate, but they also don't like to be like any seed you're trying to nurse along, but they really can't dry out like at all. So it's good to plant them as soon as the soil can be worked, and they will germinate when they're ready. And then in another few weeks I'll plant another bed of carrots, and then in another few weeks I'll plant another bed of carrots, and then that way there'll be like 3 or 4 successions of carrots, and that'll take me into July, once we start planting for winter carrots. About the third week of July, you're already planting for winter carrots to be harvested in February. And then this is going to be the whole potato bed. I couldn't see this until today, so any of this was all still just snow, literally just 2 days ago on Tuesday. And this is all a whole bunch of hardneck garlic. And then I planted to wild arugula down this whole side. This whole side is gourmet lettuce blend. And then down the middle, I'm about to plant some either daikon radishes or German giant radishes, pink beauty radishes, either 3 of those. I'm thinking about doing the daikons down the middle of these because those are big, long white ones, if you don't know what a daikon radish is. And then on this row over here, we have regular arugula down the row on this side. This side is red Russian kale, dazzling blue kale, and green wave mustard greens. And then I save space in the middle so that, and then there's also elderberry cuttings in this row. And then I'm gonna do the same thing down the middle with some radishes, either the daikon, German giant, or the pink beauty. And yeah, I think we'll stop it there. So that is everything that has been direct sowed in the month of March so far. And with the lower daylight levels and the cooler soil temperatures, the stuff outside of the tunnels will not be ready to harvest until probably mid to late May, and the stuff inside the tunnels probably still won't be until like early May. So that's just also for perspective of how long stuff actually takes. And then by April, when I'm direct sowing, I'm planting for June. Whatever's direct sowed in April won't be ready until June, because I'm up here on a hill, and so we have higher elevation, lower daylight levels, and cooler soil temperatures. And then on top of the cooler soil temperatures, I use a light colored mulch, and that also can set your soils back a good amount. But the benefits of the grass surpass the cooling downside, so in my opinion. So now that this rest of the snow is gonna melt, we're supposed to get a big rain today and tomorrow, like I had just stated. I will now start to work out the rest of these beds. This whole back bed will be planted in the beginning of April with all the potatoes, and it's looking like this bed, this side is going to be the next one that is melted, and this bed right here, that's usually where I plant tomatoes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this all more, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After I plant the radishes in this end bed and that end bed, that'll be 6 beds that have been completely planted to their fullest capacity, and it's not even April. So I'm really on it, and hopefully the seeds just do their thing. Saying the prayers over the seed and planting to the biodynamic calendar, sending the season in a good forwards motion. So I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for everyone's support. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know down below. Maybe you got some ideas for some more stuff that could be planted. Maybe you have some questions about why everything is so packed pretty tight in there. And I don't know. Let's make some conversation. Throw a like up there if you feel called to. If this inspired you in any way, maybe share it with a friend. And one love, wholeness. Blessings. This is Jay's Grass-Fed Garden. March 24th. It is a root day. And I'm gonna plant those radishes. And we have 100% humidity. And yeah, it's almost up to 50 here on the north side, northwest side of the block. And it was 50 down in the valley already. All right, so that's that. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.